Zelensky wants to once again is urging Europe to close border for all the Russians. And I haven't read this interview. Apparently, Washington Post posted the whole big interview with Zelensky. I have not read it yet. Maybe next time. But I don't think like I don't think he gets it. Even if everybody who's traveling right now or who has Schengen visas will be banned and would have to go back to Russia, I don't think it would change anything. I saying like that people actually elected those politicians. They did not elect those politicians. It's like apparently he's never seen any like investigations of Navalny team of FBK because in most cases nobody elects these people. They elect themselves. And more to this, like governors of regions in Russia, they're being appointed by Putin himself. So you don't elect anything anymore in Russia. It's like there is your Tsar, whatever, dictator, and he puts key people on key positions and he can remove people from key positions. You don't really elect things. And so, yeah, okay, another whatever, like 50,000 Russians will come, or I don't know how many of them have Schengen visas. It's actually probably not that much, not that many people, because there were many times cited the statistics that I think 1/3 of Russians never even left their own region. So they didn't even travel across Russia anywhere. So think about it, right? Like, so it's at least like 30 million people, almost 40, probably 35 million people, never even traveled wherever, like 500 kilometers left or right. Not even 500, less probably. And then 2/3 never went outside Russia. Or maybe even 80%. I might be misquoting slightly. So like the thing is that like a lot of Russians have never been anywhere outside Russia. And so those people, those again like 50,000, maybe 100,000 people, if they will be banned from getting into Europe, will they really create like a revolution? I really highly doubt it. I don't think like because this is again like I talked about it before in a previous stream. Zelensky is a great leader of Ukraine. He's doing well. He's doing what he can, but he doesn't get it. Like, and especially it is kind of it's hypocritical because fucking Europe still buys gas and oil from Russia, and then you're dealing with Russia. You are sponsoring that war. You are sending billions of euros and dollars to Russia, and then you're like, no, but we're gonna ban Russians. Like, I don't get this. This is just stupid. Yeah, if you see Russians who are like harassing people on the streets of whatever Berlin or something like that, or who are being like disrespectful to the countries where they are, yeah, send them back. But if it's just normal people, like I don't get this. I really don't get this. I don't really like it, and I think in the previous stream I've made like stupid comparison about Germany. um I think I found like a bit better comparison during the war, um Second World War. Did any other state ban Germans from exiting Germany? I don't think so. I mean, maybe some did, but if people were kind of fleeing this dictatorship regime that was inside Germany, like yeah, they were fleeing it, and maybe some people were. I don't know about the visa situation back then. I think like you could just travel. Like you didn't need to have all those visas and all those like really strict procedures. I don't think so, right? I mean, maybe you could, maybe like you had to have some sort of visas, but I don't think. I think like these visas and all of this kind of stuff is more recent development rather than even like 70, almost 80 years ago. I think I might need to check it out. But yeah, he thinks that yeah, people who support the war and who do not support, but they're just being silent, he thinks it's all the same. Which once again, I don't think it's all the same. It's not the same because yeah, people are trying to put their kids into universities in other countries, schools maybe in other countries, and perhaps it's like middle class families, and they understand that Russia is going into shit, and they at least like want something good for their kids at least, if they maybe cannot really go out themselves, like move out of Russia because maybe elder parents there or something like that. I understand Zelensky's Ukraine country is at war, so you don't need to feel really empathetic towards Russians. I get this, but once again, they're fighting Kremlin, they're fighting regime, and they're fighting at the very most 200,000 people. 200,000 people in 140 million country. Like, I'm sorry, but you're talking about 0.0% of all the people, and yet you want to group all the rest of the people as the same, label as the same supporters of the war, supporters of regime, uh, which people might be just supporters of their own fucking life. They don't want to die. They want to be fucking, um, you know, tortured in something like in police custody, so on and so forth. So yeah, not a fan of this thing. Not a fan. All right.